All right, welcome to another episode of A Podcast. Your host, Stephen Maxted. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk Google reviews, something I'm passionate about, and read through some stuff here today about facts. Those of you who know me on a personal level, if not, I'm now opening up to you as a listener here. I try to spread the love in businesses I go to or I've done work with. Through my business ventures or along my journeys and travels, and write good reviews along the way. I don't know, mostly positive. If there is ever the experience, of course, there's folks that will go out of their way to write negative ones. I really try not to do that. I think there's a couple on my list that are negative and kind of, I'll say rightfully so. pretty bad experiences to the point where I feel like I needed to leave something in there, but we'll keep it positive here. The main reason I do it started a few years ago through a failed startup, and I was just feeling a little like I have to put some good energy out there. And I had been traveling at the time, spending some time down in the States. It was a really nice area down in Florida, and I had been at all these really cool restaurants recently, and I was like, you know what, I've written a few Google reviews for local businesses here in Winnipeg and Manitoba over the years, but like I knew I had the account, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to spread some love in the business world out to some places that I had been to recently, and I'd really enjoyed the experiences. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to just start to do this. Let's do like a handful of them. And a few of them kind of went viral, I guess, for Google reviews. All of a sudden I got like a notification from Google being like, hey, this review has like 5,000 views, and I'll pull some up. I'll show what happened. Not very good pictures, not very good videos, and not a very good write-up. But it was a very popular area. And I guess at that time, people had just like gravitated towards, or were looking at Google reviews and referencing them. And they are super important for business. We talk about this on my marketing company all the time with folks, and how to improve SEO, and even just like verify that your business is legit is a good reason why businesses, should have them and should have a foundation of reviews in there, even if they don't really need them. It's one of these things over time. I heard a radio ad the other day. They were like, come by and see us. I think it was a car dealership of some kind. They're like, we have over 2,000 Google reviews and we have a 4.5-star rating. They obviously do some form of follow-up with their clients to get that many reviews and to, have a high rating. They obviously are doing some good business in the mix of that. So that's how it kind of got started for me. It's really been mostly in the last couple of years. I just got an email, and I'll pull up some of those too, just to show like what you get a little bit more about it from the Google review side of things. Or for those who do this all the time, you're very aware of this, and those who don't, both from the business side and the reviewer side of things, I think it's important to note. So I'll pull those screens up, share those with us in a second in here, and I'll get into it. But that's how it started for me. Google reviews. I mean, obviously the things that are listed out here when I use ChatGPT, hey, like what are the benefits realistically here? Help local businesses grow. That was really my motive for starting to write them. I was like, hey, we should put some good out here. Let's share some good experiences and maybe help some businesses out. Your reviews right here, it says help local businesses grow is the first thing why people should do them, look at doing them. Also, it only takes like 5 seconds. And people are always like, hey, buy local, shop local, blah, blah, blah. Cool. You bought that thing once or service once from, someone who was there. Hopefully you do it more than once and it's a reoccurring thing for you. But something that does linger out there for longer are things like Google reviews. So I'd encourage folks to check out trying to do that a little bit more when possible. Just make it a habit. Go somewhere, have a good experience, leave a good review, or have an experience. Just have your home teams back there. Let other folks know when they're visiting places like Winnipeg. I'll show you the map. The map's scattered, and I think I'm usually one of the top reviewers because of my recent, I guess, virality in the Google review world. But become a local 8 reviewer, no big deal. And anyway, so your reviews directly impact local businesses, how they're found and trusted. A few kind words can help small shops, cafes. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I said right here. Especially when you highlight like a real thing. I mean, people also know that places aren't perfect all the time. You have new people starting in different capacities of jobs, different levels of experience. Maybe the business is new. And contribute to the community. Sharing that feedback does help give more legitimacy to those businesses and helps businesses grow. I mean, what else are we? I know we're all talking about the support local thing. I think this just like goes like a step further in terms of like the depth of the relationship with that local business. Yeah, and it provides valuable insight to a local ecosystem. I'm reading part of the software, but it is truly how I feel about a lot of this stuff. So, build trust, credibility. I think I kind of chatted about that. But consistent, balanced reviews make your voice trusted online. Like I said, no one's actually looking for like a 5 star. I think those ones are almost like, how real is this? Like, how many family and friends did you convince at a family dinner? Which is okay. Some you got to start off maybe even like that too to get a few behind you under your belt, of course. But and then there's the earn perks and recognition, which eventually became a thing for me. Probably my most viral social media is my Google reviews, which has gone highly under the radar. But oh yeah, now ChatGPT knows me, like my local aid status. Occasionally, Google does offer perks such as event invites. Oh, neat, didn't know that. Mostly, they just send me nice emails that say, "Keep going, Steve," and I go, right on, Google. No idea who's sending this email. Obviously, it's just an automated thing, but shout out to Google for keeping up with me on this whole adventure here. Yeah, cute. And it says improve communication reflection. Um, and then share photos and boost visibility for those things. Short videos and images do help give different energy, especially in I found in like restaurants giving reviews like that. There's a lot of them will have like really good photos of food and stuff on their website, maybe or maybe not. Especially if they're newer, it's good to like share what that experience truly looked like, without it being super filtered. Make it like legit and real, and that kind of keeps everyone for an honest experience all the way through. So, um, it says leave legacy and local knowledge. I guess it is a little bit of a Google legacy I'm leaving here. I'm gonna pull up a couple screens just to chat through this though. So this is like my let's see if I can do this one here too. If I can share another screen. Oh, maybe it's like one at a time. Okay, let's just go to like the Google Map side of things here. So I had to like scroll down for this one to populate here. So no big deal. Local level 8. It looks very like I have not accomplished everything now that I moved to the next level in terms of 15,000 points. I don't even totally know. I just know if you had photos and videos, it adds a little bit more points to your thing. If it's over a certain amount of characters, great. I didn't really maximize this. Sometimes there's not as much to be said. I don't know. Great ice cream. Here's a photo of it basically. So sometimes I think other people maybe do a better job in terms of like Google reviewing for this purpose. But so now the next level is like 50,000. I think that's this took a couple years to get to. And yeah, as you see on the map here, it's pretty dense. Closer to home here. Oh, cool. Sheepdog was just at bumping into them the other day, pumping up their tires, but we got everything in here. Yeah, DeLuca's, we go there once in a while. What else? The Barrier Park. You can do it for anywhere. People want to share where you've been. And if I zoom out, I mean, it's not just like local. Obviously, I have a high density here of stuff close to home base. Spending some time out west here. Even okay, a Little Potato Company. This is an interesting one. You actually sell these at Sobeys, but I knew it was a Canadian company, so I wanted to leave them a review. Actually, a really cool company. I ended up a few years back. I did some work with them through a recruitment company I worked with. So oddly enough, though, I thought about them when I was at Sobeys and I was buying their potatoes. Yeah, and then you have them kind of going around the world. It was out in UK there last when was that? December, I guess. And then spent some time down in Florida. We got some neat restaurants down there, places in Mexico, different places I visited along the way here. A tech company even. We do some work with their gas stations, Raising Canes. Oh, this was a cool one because I ended up doing research on this one as I was going through the States. I'd never been there before. And yeah, it was a really cool story of a guy who started a thing. So if you haven't read that story, go check it out. But back to like zoomed in map here. I don't know what else there is really to share. Oh, yeah, Best Care. That's a good friend. Cool business there. But you can see all like the write-ups and stuff here. I'm just leaning over. I can't see all these on the other screen here, but you got a mix of stuff from different businesses that you get to experience. And yeah, he owns. So scroll through here, haircuts, whatever it is, Empty Cup, another coffee place in Winnipeg here, taking shots, sharing the story. Yeah, lots to read in here. I mean, obviously this is just a frequented coffee shop, some selfies in here. Oh, we're back to Sheepdog. I get this. This is regular. This is right around the corner from me. Good coffee place, local in Winnipeg. Here, I'll keep pumping Sean and team's tires um, on that one. So this is what it looks like here. You also, so this is, we'll say before um, level 8 status was had. I got an email about my level 7 status from Google. So these are the kinds of things that they send you, and I'm 95% of the way there. Okay, cool. September highlights. So it's giving me like a performance review basically here. I couldn't find my overall views on this stuff, but I was looking um on here, and I'm somewhere in like millions of views on these Google reviews now. I was a million in September. So I guess kind of like compounding over time. And I think a lot of my reviews now sit at like the top of the Google reviews for businesses. So hopefully that's seen as a positive. Like I said, it's mostly a good vibe thing I'm throwing out there. If something's really wrong, I'd rather send like an email, be like, hey, something went astray here. Don't think this is a proper representation of, the company, or send like a DM or something on Instagram. I'm not really out there to leave any bad reviews for that and other things. There's always some form of good takeaway. Anyways, this is kind of what the back end of Google reviews look like. I think it can have a tremendous impact on companies, because I know I see it on the other end for what that can look like with organizations where you spend time doing marketing consulting with them. So maybe look to do that, add that in there. My little hot take on celebrating getting to level 8 Google reviews. It went very unnoticed. No major celebration, because it's just me writing them in my spare time. Besides Google acknowledging and sending me some emails here, I don't know if there's anything else to really show. I mean, once you have a Google account, you can do these things, build a map up, spread some goodness. That's my 2 cents on the Google review piece. Toss out some positives for businesses that you do work with. Maybe friends that have businesses you hadn't thought about it. Often I see these memes online, like kind of chirping friends and family on the whole supportive thing. It'll be like some stranger will write you a nicer Google review than your friends or family. Sometimes that is true, even on our businesses and stuff. But if you can leave some positive energy out there, that would be my suggestion. It can have a huge impact. Obviously, getting like a lot of views. Like I said, this is probably my most viral, quiet social media is my Google reviews. So if you don't follow, apparently you can follow me on there too. I'll see if I can find that link and how to even like share that. But apparently I do have followers that do follow up and look at my Google reviews quite regularly based on what I see on these Google stats from Google on my Google reviews. So yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, it's great to post on social media too, in terms of like a comparison of positive energy being out there for businesses and stuff. But did want to share a little clip episode here on Google reviews. Something that came across my desk was getting this upgrade on levels, and overall I enjoyed doing it too. So sending that out there. A lot of people aren't familiar with it. If you're already a Google reviewer, wonderful. And yeah, thanks for listening to the episode here. Over and out. Level 8.